This is Alexander Wiley from Yellow and Black Studios. I am reflecting on the film shoot I did in 2022 in Oklahoma. I was hired by Hollywood Productions and Outreach for America, based in Jay, Oklahoma, and they wanted me to film part of Refuge, How the Rest Was Won. This was a Western film set in the 1800s, and it was quite a fun film shoot. How I was hired was through Facebook. I had put up ads when I started the business in 2021, advertising for videography work. I didn't really get many inquiries from it. Then in 2022, I think it was May of 2022, when I got a random message from a woman named Christy. She sent me a Facebook message saying, "Hi Alexander, we are producing a Western movie. Can you tell me a little more about yourself as a videographer? My name is Christy Hinton." Christy Hinton is the wife of David Hinton, who owns Hollywood Productions. Of course, I was skeptical. Who gets a inquiry for a feature-length film from a Facebook ad? Of course, I told my wife, Amy, about it. We were nervous about taking it because Amy was pregnant with our daughter, and that would require me to leave town for an extended period of time. It was a nerve-wracking time. I wanted to take it because who knows when I would get another opportunity to film a feature-length film. But I also didn't want to leave my pregnant wife. Amy was supportive and awesome, wanted me to do it, but also be cautious about it. I contacted some of my fellow cinematographers and videographers around the US, asking them their thoughts on this, and they suggested that I pull up a contract with this company. I had done contracts with weddings and other productions, but nothing at this scale. Now, that didn't mean I got the job. The Hollywood Productions was inquiring about another company they'd worked with before in Dallas, and they informed me that I was one of their second or third choices for a cinematographer. So I was kind of sure I wasn't going to get it, although I had an inkling might be a good chance to get it, since I wanted it so much. Then I didn't hear anything from them for like a month and a half until I got a message in June, and it read, "Hi, David said it's a green light. We are looking forward to working with you. We have meeting with cast, crew, and everybody Thursday night. We are out of town until Monday. We will talk to you then." They wanted me to start on July 1st. I wrote up a contract, sent it to them. They made some addendums to it. We both signed it, and then we're off. I packed up all of my film gear, and it wasn't much because I had just started barely a year before then, officially. I started filming in 2020, but I didn't start my business until 2021. Packed, of course, a bag full of summer clothes because I knew it was going to be really hot in Oklahoma. And it was blazing hot in Oklahoma. I didn't dip below 100, so I traveled southwest to Jay, Oklahoma. Never been there before. I was pleasantly surprised that the road to the film site was very rocky. I wasn't sure if my little car was going to make it, but Black Mamba is tough, and it made the trip just fine. Now, I hadn't seen pictures of this set. I was blown away. This was a full-blown Western film set. They had built like a saloon, a jail, a meeting house, dance hall, places for people to stay and sleep and cook. They built a chapel as well as many other buildings on site. I was fully impressed with this setting that they had built. And then I met the Hintons. I had no idea that David Hinton was a giant. And when I say giant, he was probably 6'8", 6'9", but he was muscular, 6'9", mountain of a man. Winning smile and a big white beard, towering presence, but a very thoughtful guy, well spoken, and he had a lot of vision. Keep in mind that this was a sequel, and he had done a film 4 years before then, so he had a lot of ideas. He wrote a book for this sequel. He had a script all together. We reviewed it, sketched out some scenes, sketched out some diagrams for each scene. So it was fun working with him. I learned a ton from David and Christy, as well as the cast and crew. Always remember this film shoot because it's my first feature-length film shoot. The filming took place July 1st through the 5th. We filmed from early morning until late at night some days. Now keep in mind, this cast and crew was all volunteers. No one was paid except for myself. This cast and crew was comprised of church leaders around the US, friends of David from various ministries. Even his family was involved too in the filmmaking. I think it was on the 3rd. That was when they had the wedding scene. That was insane because we had a full day of filming before then in the hot sun. Then at 10 at night, we did the wedding scene. So I had to bring in a lot of lights into that scene. I was very used to doing weddings because I rarely do weddings. Fun to do a old Western wedding. One of the craziest scenes we did was the chase scene with the horses. That was intense because I had to run alongside the horses, capturing all their moves and all what they did with my gimbal. This filming shoot, I did everything from action to comedy to suspense to drama to even romance. Did it all. When we all ended the film shoot, we took a huge picture with all the cast and crew, and I have that picture still, of course, because I'm nostalgic. I was blown away by the cast and crew that goes into making a movie. Seeing all the horsemen, all the actors and actresses, the director, myself, cinematographer. Now, one downside to filming was that I was the only cinematographer on set for those 5 days. And I was made the sound guy too. I didn't know I was going to be the sound guy. I was pleasantly surprised to find that there was no sound person, so I had to do sound and cinematography at the same time. I was kind of used to this because I had mic'd up people for weddings, but miking up people for filming is quite different because you have to make sure to hide all the microphones. I did not have a boom mic grip person with me for this because I didn't know I needed one. In hindsight, I would have changed that and had a boom mic on set, but it was the director's choice too. He just wanted to use wireless microphones, which I think worked. Now this film, I'm not sure the current state of it. I've contacted David and Christy a few times, so they've been quite busy. I'm curious to see the final product of this film. I know that they worked with at least 2 other cinematographers to finish the film, so I look forward to getting an update for that. I will definitely do another blog and reflection piece for that. That is a overview of the first feature-length film that I've done. I look forward to doing more.